I'm not proud of how I messed up at the contrived cliffhanger trial. I normally don't make mistakes like that. I guess I wasn't completely over getting banned from fanfiction writing. Afterwards, I felt guilty about how I treated Vic, so I helped him get a job in internet court. I didn't know he was going to become a prosecutor and compete against me. If I had, I might not have passed along his resume. Not that he has any chance of beating me, of course. He's kind of a loser. Like, last time was just a fluke. My second trial against him was 2 weeks later. This time, the case centered around an online ad. My client was, questionable, but she promised to pay well, so I decided to take her case.
I don't understand why.
Me neither. So ridiculous.
Okay, we're started. We're being broadcast live over the internet now.
What? But the judge and I weren't finished talking about our tattoos.
You two have to stop having interesting conversations before we begin broadcasting. Save the good stuff for our viewers.
Okay, let's get started.
Yeah, okay, I hereby commence the trial of Cormac Sands versus Emily Take. Emily is being accused of posting fraudulent advertisements online, providing an unsafe work environment, and bad grammar again.
That's right, Your Honor. I went to her for a tattoo and she spelled it wrong.
It was a typo. Give my client a break.
It's a tattoo. I have it etched on my body now. Just look.
The tattoo looks fine to me. A little gaudy, but if that's your style.
My wife's name isn't Katie. It's Janie.
Oh, well, the K kind of looks like a J, if you squint.
Exactly, Your Honor. Cormac is just being a little whiner. My tattoos are perfect.
You just said tattoos? Tattoos? Have you done a lot of these before?
No, that was my first one, but I have done face painting before, and that's basically the same thing.
Oh, okay. If you've never done tattoos before, how do we know that your business is legitimate?
Your Honor, I have evidence to prove that Miss Take's tattoo business is on the up and up. It's... I've got pictures of her face painting, and they're super cute. This one looks like a bunny.
Oh, show me, I want to see!
That's not relevant to the case. Judge, give her a strike.
Ugh. I award you a strike for promising cute bunny pictures and then not following through.
Oh, that's not fair. Let me try again. I could prove the business is legitimate with... I have the original advertisement that Miss Take posted online. It's the same advertisement that Cormac saw before deciding to go to her. As you can see, Your Honor, this ad is, totally legit.
Objection! That advertisement is riddled with poor grammar.
Is it? I'm not so sure.
Seriously, Judge? Do you need me to spell it out for you?
If you want your objection to stand, then yes.
Okay. Defense, help me out here. You brought this evidence to court. Point out some of the more obvious spelling errors, won't you?
Fine.
Good. That's one. That's 2. Can you give me one more?
I'll give you something. There, that's 3 misspelled words. I'm pretty sure there aren't any others.
There are many others.
So I forgot to put my ad through spell check first. Sue me.
I am suing you.
Oh, right.
Well, I'm definitely convinced that those words are spelled bad. Spelled badly? Spelled ungoodly. Whatever. Objection sustained. Let's proceed with...
Sorry, I'm not done yet. This ad has more than just bad spelling. It also has bad grammar.
Yes, that's definitely something I'm prepared to deal with. Let me just get my grammar book over here, ready to go. Let's go, grammar time.
I'm sure the defense would be more than happy to point out 3 instances of misused punctuation in the advertisement.
This is payback for making you point out all those contradictions last trial, isn't it?
Yep, I learned from that trial. That's why I'm so super prepared this time.
Okay, fine. Here are 3 places where the punctuation is wrong.
Good, that's 1. That's 2. One more. Excellent! Those are 3 different punctuation errors. More exist, obviously, but I don't believe we have time to go through it. Otherwise, we'd be spending all day here talking about Oxford commas.
You're a British comma?
Can we please move on now?
Yes, of course. I think we've sufficiently proven that the defendant, Miss Take, needs to be put into a remedial English class immediately.
Yeah. Okay, whatever.
The judge seems bored with the prosecution. This looks like a good chance for me to step in and score points in my favor. Hey Cormac, I've got a question for you. If you thought the ad was so suspicious, why did you answer it?
Well, to be honest, I didn't think it was all that suspicious.
See, the plaintiff doesn't take issue with the advertisement.
What? How could you think it's not suspicious? She's doing tattoos from her kitchen! And she says she has no experience or training.
Objection! It clearly says in the ad itself that she's an amateur tattoo artist. She was upfront about it. I think we should cut her some slack.
I gotta say, I'm torn both ways. Also, now I'm out of tips. So, I'll tell you what, the prosecution has a point about the advertisement's bad grammar. The defense has a point about the ad not being bad enough to warrant suspicion. Let's just call this one a tie.
Yes!
Come on, Judge. That advertisement should be raising all sorts of red flags. It's clearly a scam.
It is not a scam. I gave him a tattoo, just like he asked me to.
Exactly. It would be a scam if she took his money and ran, but instead she gave him the tattoo, as promised.
It is not as promised, and I've got evidence to prove it.
Evidence?
Cormac, please, let me handle this. The prosecution wishes to call an expert artist to the stand. His name is, Firework Poop 100 OK.
What's with the emojis?
Mr. OK believes that human words are too imprecise and leave too much to interpretation. He prefers to communicate via emoji.
What? We can't take testimony through emoji? How are we supposed to know what he's saying?
Oh, you don't understand that? He says that you've made him angry and that he's gonna slap you so hard that you'll cry. And earlier he said that he's happy to be here and that he's an artist.
How did you get all that from just a few pictures?
Are we really going to have to give you a remedial lesson on emoji? The idea is that pictures take the place of words.
That's called hieroglyphics, and we don't use them anymore because the people who used them died, probably of confusion. Can the witness please speak plain English?
No.
Wow, usually I'm the one who's not up to date on how all the cool kids communicate. At least that's what my daughter says. Anyway, time for a quick lesson, Dinah. Here's a sample emoji.
And let me back this up with my authority. If you get a question wrong, you get a strike!
I'd probably rage quit this trial right now if it wouldn't ruin my legal career.
How would you respond if someone sent this to you as a text message?
I'm gonna respond with a thumbs up.
Yes, that's right! They told you they were happy about going to the hockey game tonight, so a thumbs up would be a good response.
I get it, kind of. So can we move on now, or...
No, we cannot! I must make sure the court understands emojis before we can continue with the witness's testimony. Try figuring out the correct response to this.
If we're pretending these are text messages, my friend said she's going on a major makeover shopping spree. I would respond with, surprised, joking that it will cost a lot of money.
Perfect, see? This is way easier than talking with words. Here, I made another puzzle for you. Let's see if you can figure it out.
That's... oh dear. They said that their cheeseburger tastes like dog poop, so I sent back disgusted faces.
That's a reasonable response. We should expect more from our burgers than that.
Okay, now that the defense has better learned how to talk good, let's continue with the testimony.
Mr. OK, you are an artist, correct? And you drew the tattoo in question.
You kind of drew the tattoo? What does that mean? Either you drew it or you didn't.
Ah, you drew the model that the tattoo was based on. You're giving us the original model? Thank you! Thank you, Mr. OK. You've been most helpful.
Wait. You summoned Mr. OK to the stand just so you could get this picture added to evidence.
Yes?
Objection! Why didn't you do that 5 minutes ago? You could have saved me all the trouble of going through that stupid emoji challenge.
Look, you know, I love emoji, and Mr. OK is certainly a fine young fellow. But the defense has a point. You could have just given us that picture from the start. Try it. Just be more direct next time, alright?
Sorry. Oh, now the judge is mad at me. I mean, I'm a professional lawyer, and I've got another piece of evidence. The actual tattoo! Notice how it does not match the model.
Hey, I tried to follow the model. I'm just not very good at art. I said that in my advertisement.
She did.
That's no excuse. Now, if you compare the two, you'll notice 3 letters are different.
Let me guess. I'm going to be voluntold to point out all 3 of the differences.
Huh, thank you. Go right ahead.
That was sarcasm, but it's fine. It's only 11 letters long, no big deal. What letters in the final tattoo don't match the model?
Correct. What's another letter that's different? Correct. What's another letter that's different? Good. Those are the 3 letters that were changed. I can understand 1 mistake, but 3? Clearly, the defendant is incompetent and should be held accountable. Which brings us back to the question of grammar.
There's a grammar error in the tattoo? Where?
It says, I loves Katie, not I love Katie.
I don't follow.
Well, if you want, we can go to the defendant's social media page and look for more examples of bad grammar there.
No, we've had enough of that, thanks! Let's wrap this up. Defense, do you have any explanation as to why or how your client added those 3 extra letters?
I do! We've been looking at things all wrong. We have to turn this case around! The key to this case is... This whole time, we've been operating under the assumption that the letters were written before the heart picture was drawn.
No, we never mentioned that. You're just making things up.
What if the heart picture was drawn first? That would limit the number of letters you could put in the tattoo.
Right, because all the letters go inside the heart.
Exactly! My client messed up because she didn't have enough room to draw all the letters. It's really quite simple.
Wow, it really is. Why didn't you, mention this in your testimony, Mistake?
I didn't give testimony, and that's not how it happened. I drew the letters first.
You did?
Yeah, I don't care if you're my lawyer, you shouldn't lie in court.
If your own client is chewing you out, then you definitely deserve a strike.
Oh, I guess I should have picked the other option. Okay, what I meant to say is that we were wrong about the order the letters were written in.
Huh?
We assumed that the defendant wrote the letters one at a time. But what if she wrote them out of order? Like, working from the outside in.
Nobody writes like that. It's weird.
My client wrote the tattoo like this. First the K, then the E, then the A, and then the I. Tell me, Your Honor, what letter would you put in the middle to finish this word?
I'd put a T. I mean, I know it's supposed to be an N, but Katie makes way more sense than Caney.
Exactly. That's how my client messed up on the letter N.
Objection! That's a nice explanation. Not really, it's more stupid than anything else. But you overlooked the first letter of the name. How do you mess up J with K?
That was an honest mistake. J and K are really similar letters. They're next to each other on the alphabet and on the computer keyboard. You said you could understand one mistake, right? Well, one mistake accidentally led to 2.
But there were 3 mistakes! How do you explain I loves Katie? That's bad grammar, no matter how you look at it.
But we've already proved that Mistake wrote the letters in the wrong order. What if she wrote the words in the wrong order too? Like she wrote Katie first. Then Mistake would think that the sentence is Katie loves something. That's why she wrote loves instead of love.
You can't be serious. That is ridiculous. Nobody writes words in sentences like that. Your Honor, strike this down.
Defense, I have one question.
Yes?
What's wrong with the tattoo the way it is? I loves Katie sounds fine to me. What's the big deal with the S at the end of loves?
Because it's a third-person verb with a first-person subject.
Yeah. Who's this third person?
Look, let me explain how subject-verb agreement works. First, you...
I agree with the judge. If everyone's so mad about the letter S in loves, why don't you just wash it off?
Wash it off?
I drew on the tattoo with a marker. It should wash off easy.
It's not a real tattoo? Why didn't you mention this earlier?
I did. I mean, it's in the ad, right? It said NP at the end, you know, non-permanent tattoo.
I thought that meant no problem. Oh, geez. I'm sorry. I made a big deal over nothing.
I forgive you, Cormac, but I'm not giving you a refund.
Okay, that tattoo was fake the entire time. Where does that leave us?
If there's no tattoo, I guess we can't have a tattoo trial, so we got all worked up over nothing.
You got worked up, especially when I made up that bogus story about writing the wrong way.
I knew that was fake!
Consider it payback for all of those grammar challenges.
Okay, guys, we can chat later. We gotta end this trial now. My stories are coming on in a little bit. The court sentences the defendant to 60 sandwiches. I'm sorry, that was autocorrect. I meant to say 60, hang on.
What is it?
Internet Court just got a 0-star review on Welp. People are unsubscribing from the channel in droves. Nobody's watching the live stream anymore. How could the Squeaky Frog fan person...
Wait, what was that name again? Okay, truth time. Why did I become a defense attorney instead of leaving internet court forever? It's not because I enjoy getting kicked around at trials. It's because I knew that someday I would run into Squeaky Frog fan again. Whoever they are, they got me banned from writing fanfiction for life. I want to know why. I want to stop this troll from harming another innocent person the way they hurt me. But I'm not their target anymore. This time, they've set their sights on something bigger. Destroying internet court itself.